Welcome to Elevate with Paul, new short show format. She just doesn't like you, bro. Okay. Let's bring your value up if you're in the category of she doesn't like you. All right, now there's one of two different kinds of guys here, all right? And you're probably going to fit into one of these two categories. So there's the one guy who is, let's say, this is you on a Thursday night. Maybe you had a little bit too much to drink that evening or whatever, and some girl you've been trying to DM, you decide to drop in her DMs and send her a few messages. In your state, you think that your game is good. So you send over a couple messages here, there, maybe some sexually overt messages, or maybe some, whatever it may be, right? And she doesn't respond. Okay. And you're not getting responses much from her. Maybe occasionally a response here or there, which keeps you on the line of shooting your shot. All right. So that's like one dude, right? The other dude is the guy that is railing her out on that Thursday night that you're sending those texts over. So which one are you going to be? Now, here's the secret. If you want to be the guy that's railing her out on a Thursday, you can't be the guy that's messaging a girl who doesn't really like you. Okay. Guys who get the girl aren't messaging girls who don't like them, at least not over and over and over again. You can shoot your shot, obviously, right? You have to do the approach, and you might shoot your shot. Okay. And we'll talk about in longer videos or other videos how to do that better. All right. But when you shoot your shot, you send a message or whatever, you try to engage, provided try to do that properly in a way that is attractive and not unattractive. Okay. But if you're not getting favorable responses, you're not getting, advancement on that person, you need to move on to the next person. Okay. The guy who is having the girl, all right, is the guy who values himself and who just moves on to the next person. You shoot your shot. There's reopeners. You can reopen her sometimes, or what have you. But if after a point, if you're not getting results, you just move on, because chances are she has a dude that she's with. She has a dude that's meeting up with her when you are in that Thursday evening state sending her messages. So just don't be that guy. When it's interesting thing, when you're not that guy, you end up behaving differently. You end up signaling to women that you end up talking to that I'm not this guy who has this scarcity, who's going to continue to send message after message to girls who don't like him. All right. The thing is, if she doesn't like you, that's okay. She doesn't have to like you. There's nothing personal about it. So you can't care about that. You have to redirect your attention to the ones that do. Now, if you're the guy who's listening, who's like, well, I'm not the guy who's sending messages after messages to girls who don't like me, well, then good. Okay. You've just differentiated yourself from the vast majority of guys out there that ends up in a girl's DMs, right? Now, the key is to be able to get her attention, and to come off as attractive in that initial conversation very quickly, so that leads to something. But a lot of times you'll do the right things and it just won't, has nothing to do with you, or very little to do with you. And it just doesn't matter. Okay. If you move on to the next girl, one of those girls eventually is going to respond a little bit more favorably. And if you know what you're doing, you'll end up being the guy that's with her on Thursday night and laughing in the morning about the DMs she got while you were inside of her. So that's your quick little tip for today. Want you guys to have a great, what is it, Wednesday. Take care. Oh, by the way, click on the links and stuff below if you need more help. All right. Got my year-long seduction mastermind program in play right now. On the 29th, we got inner game healing rolling out again. So stay tuned for that. And so stay tuned for some of these other things. And obviously, you know what to do with that subscribe button. Take care.